And here's Scott from Kinver Canopies, doing an excellent job. Hi Scott. Fitting our cratch cover. Superb. So we've moved on from Kinver, on our way to Stourport on 7. And another gorgeous day and another gorgeous setting. And you'll notice there's a lack of a cratch cover on the front of the boat. Scott from Kinver Canopies wasn't happy with the fit, so he's taken it back and going to bring it back tomorrow. Hopefully all will be well. So, good on you, Scott.
You're wearing my hat.
I know.
What's your hat?
I haven't got one.
Try this one. This is my other hat. You can try that one. Does that look any better?
Flowery brim on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that's better. We'll get you your own hat. There you go.
I don't know what he's spraying, but the wind's in our direction and it stinks. So, we have to hold our breath.
So what did you do first thing this morning, Rich?
Fixed the horn,
Yeah,
tidied up the cables
Yeah.
at the front,
yeah,
put a silly hat on,
yeah. And check the tunnel lights.
checked the tunnel light, yeah.
Because we're going through our first tunnel,
Second tunnel.
second tunnel, and
You need a light.
you need to... Do you?
Except for it's just a long bridge really. Right by the side of this lock, just before Kidderminster, there's a cave. Fran won't come in because she doesn't like it. It's too dark.
Where does that go to? How far does it go?
I think it's about 40 foot.
Is it? I'm going back in the sunshine.
Some really narrow bends. And this stretch of the Staffordshire and Worcester on the way almost in, well, in a village, coming towards a village called Wolverley, which is near Kidderminster. And it's just, I'm going to use that word again, absolutely fantastic. It's just so pretty. I screwed up one of these turns about 20 minutes ago and had to go walk down the side of the gunnels and push us off the bank with one of the poles. Much to Fran's delight, I think. Right. This is the first time that I've come up the front. Well, Fran hasn't either, you know, until except for when my brother and sister-in-law came. We're always together on the back end. But it's completely different sitting at the front than it is sitting at the back. It's quieter, peaceful. It's a different feeling altogether. You can sit down as well, which helps. Hello.
Hello.
We're in Droitwich.
Droitwich. I've got to start learning to talk like... Well, I can't do the accent.
Droitwich.
Droitwich.
We've been home. Well, this is home really, but we've been to the house and done some painting and decorating and came back... What day are we now? Came back Saturday, didn't we? It's now Monday.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go home today, but we've decided to stay another night, and we're going back tomorrow. We're actually in the basin at Droitwich.
That's the first time we've stayed in a basin or anything that's like a marina.
Moorings with a pontoon. So this weekend, which is a bank holiday weekend in the UK, it's they're having a festival here. It's called the St Richard's Festival. So not quite sure what it entails, but there's stalls and music and lots of things going on, so we're going to come back for that and see what's going on.
St Richard apparently was somebody that was responsible for restoring the salt when it dried up.
Because Droitwich is a town in its history built on salt production and mining.
And at one point the salt dried up and Richard came and blessed it or whatever he did, and the salt all miraculously reappeared. So yeah. We just felt that you ought to be here for your namesake's festival, didn't we? So that's this weekend. So that gives us just 2 or 3 days to go back to the house, frantically painting, decorating. We're really struggling with it because we're finding as we do one job, 10 more appear. We've got to tackle the garden. We've got just a lot to do, but we've just got to crack on, really crack on.
Yeah, we have got to really push on now because we coming into May's tomorrow, May the 1st tomorrow, and we just want it done now, just done and dusted, let it go, holiday let, and just come back on the boat and live our lives on the boat.
But when we left it last week, we went home, I think on the Sunday, and you were worried about where we'd left the boat. We'd left it, it was fine, but just not ideal. So we spent Monday at home and Rich was really worried about the boat. So Tuesday, shot back off to the boat, and you said, didn't you, that as soon as he got on the boat, he just went, just peaceful.
Yeah.
And everything was fine. We've had no problems with it at all. Crutch cover's now fitted, and that's made things a little bit easier.
Showing the video. But it was great. I came on board the boat on my own. We've got a table I've put in, and what great thing was that the bilge was bone dry, not a splash of water in there. So that's good.
So stern gland treatment worked.
Yeah, the topping up of the grease gun seemed to have worked a treat.
The crutch cover is brilliant, and I think there's some footage of it coming up, isn't there?
Well, you might have already seen it.
One of the reasons for having that was that we'd hoped it would make things easier with the scatty dogs. so that when we moor up we can show them the outside. Before that was fitted, that seems to be working actually, but just before that was fitted, I woke up early one morning about 6 o'clock and the dogs looked like they wanted to go out, and we'd moored up a different way round for the first time in about a week, 10 days. So I knew what would happen. I knew the dogs would want to go off the wrong way from that boat. So I opened the doors, held them both in the well deck, pointed their heads so they could see the canal, see the bank, let them go. They turned round and both of them went in the canal at 6 o'clock in the morning. So Jess panics a little bit and she tries to get under the boat, which worries me a little bit. I know Archie can swim, so I had to yell for Richard. Fortunately, we were moored up in the middle of nowhere because he just came running out of the bedroom stark naked.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was
to get the dogs back in the boat or help me. But yeah, I mean, now the cratch cover is on, we're really hoping that we can just open the one side.
Well, we do. We just open the one side, and there's only one way to get off, so it's okay. Yeah, the happiest of bunnies that day was I, at 6 in the morning.
But you did hear the dawn chorus. We're really appreciating the wildlife. The dawn chorus, you hear it switch on, and it's different to when you're in a house. We've always enjoyed that side of things, but you know, to wake up and there's a duck or ducklings right outside your window, and you hear the first bird start, and within about 30 seconds the whole dawn chorus. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's a right cacophony of noise. But it just starts with a little few tweets and then they all go, don't they? And then, what, half an hour later or something like that?
20 minutes, I think,
dead.
yeah.
You know, they've stopped. So what that's all about, who knows? But it's fantastic to listen to. It really is. Saw an alien species, didn't we?
Yes.
A terrapin, about the size of a tea plate. We had a boat come past us and he says, just before the lock there's a terrapin on a log, keep your eyes peeled. Then another boat came past, there's a terrapin on a log down there, so we got the camera ready, so I've got some footage of it. But these are remnants of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, apparently. I don't know if this is anecdotal or what, but apparently people were buying turtles for their kids, and when they got too big they were letting them go in the canals, and I wouldn't say we're overrun with them, but they are thriving apparently. And
they eat all the fish and the meat eaters, so they just destroy our native wildlife.
Here we have a turtle on a log. Look at that. Escaped species in the system that is thriving apparently. We did our first river cruise.
Oh yeah.
Which was a bit hairy, wasn't it? But there was no need to panic because it was ideal conditions. The wind was low, the sun was out, and the river was low. Green light all the way.
Lovely volunteer lock keepers at the beginning, getting us onto the Severn. Really chatty, really friendly.
This is at Stourport on Severn.
So that was really, really good. And the weather forecast was okay for that day, but terrible for today. So we decided we would just crank it and try and get down there as quickly as possible before the weather set in. Today has been glorious, hasn't it now?
It's a lovely day.
So we needn't have done that. And we also learnt that as we turned off of the Severn onto the Droitwich Canal, we were happy to carry on cruising for a while, but we don't normally go more than about 5 miles in a day,
No.
do we? But there were no moorings whatsoever until we got right into Droitwich, and there wasn't really any warning about that. That there just wasn't anywhere to stop. It was all rushes and grass at the side of the canal.
Well, we did the 7 or 8 miles along the River Severn, which is a really wide river, and then you have to turn to go up the Droitwich Barge Canal, which is our first experience of double width locks, which we'll show you in the next episode because I've got it all saved. And but this canal in parts it's a canalised river, so it's a river that's been locked and canalled. But there's all these rushes all the way along, isn't there? And a certain stretch you can't moor up anyway because of the levels of water rise and fall rapidly, apparently. So it wasn't until we got actually into Droitwich. So that day we did about 15 miles, and we with about 12 locks, although 4 of them were manned for us.
So we've just been
weren't we?
Today
Absolutely knackered.
we're not. I don't know.
But this is it. We've met some lovely people last night and today in the pub, and you know, we were saying to them there is something about, even if we don't do a lot of miles and we're just taking it easy, there's something about this fresh air out here. By 8 o'clock at night, you're absolutely done in.
Yeah.
You're knackered. So it's interesting from that point of view. And now it's gone 9 o'clock and the light's still just about showing.
We need to be in bed.
We need to go to bed. We said we better talk to camera quick because tomorrow we're going to be too busy, so that's why we're doing it this late at night.
We're frantically looking for some bits of furniture for the boat. I mean, I think we said before, we don't particularly want a completely fitted out boat. The table that we've brought onto our boat has been an old table that's been in my family for years, and we've I hate the term shabby chic, but we've managed to paint this little table up which is perfect for the boat. And now we're looking for an old-fashioned kitchen dresser, larder, whatever you call them, with the flaps that open down. So we're going to hopefully paint that up and fit it in, rather than spending a fortune on having a kitchen fitted in. So
we've got to get a fridge.
Another challenge.
We've got to get a little fridge, 12-volt fridge, haven't we?
And a little washing machine. We're going to order tomorrow. Order the fridge. Order the washing machine. That's
great.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I will. You want to order a drone?
Yeah, I want a drone.
Because
just watched Journey with Jono's latest. He's got great drone shots, so I want a new toy.
Yeah, but you're also after a new camera now, aren't you? Because he did have an accident using the camera, wet, rainy weather, wet
that
locks.
wet day going through Bratch Locks on the last video. It was absolutely teeming down.
And the camera got dropped.
It slipped out of my hands, and I've broken the is it LED, LCD? The screen on the back has got a crack through it. So everything we do now has to be through the viewfinder, and it is a pain in the rear end. So I'll find somewhere that can repair it, because it's less than 6 months old. So mind you, we have got insurance, haven't we? So we could get covered. It is probably covered on accidental damage.
I don't know. You don't like the sound of that. You like the sound of a new camera.
Beautiful setting for a town centre lock. In the middle of all this chaos. M&S, McDonald's, Next, Starbucks. All the things we're running away from. We're here in Stourport on 7, moored up outside Black Star pub, and it's noisy and vibrant, but we don't mind that. People enjoying themselves, just like what we are. So that's it, finished job. Kinver canopies all done and dusted, and she looks pretty neat. I am Mr. Gadget. I do like my gadgets. Yes.
So we hope you enjoy this. You enjoy these little snippets of our week. Still haven't done the oil change that we promised to do last time.
We're not going to move until that's done. So when we come back on the boat at the weekend, we shall do that.
We have bought the oil ready.
Yeah, we've bought the oil.
We've decided we're going to apply for our roving trader's licence to start selling the weaving. We've found a source of really good yarn, so I'm weaving as we speak, weaving the curtains for the boat and narrowboat and porthole curtains.
They're looking really good actually. I'm really pleased with what you're doing. I'll give you a
quick taster.
Quick, look at that. That's going to go up there. So that's one width, isn't it? So each window is going to have 4 widths, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, but that's just practicing on those really. But we'll start making the scarves and clothes and wall hangings and everything. So hopefully by the summer we'll be up trading with a little bit of luck.
Yeah, because events like this weekend would be ideal, wouldn't they? To be able to, show your wares as it was.
We've had a few requests via the messages on the videos, haven't we? And also thank you to everybody who responded to my comments about the mosquitoes. Looks like I need to find an Avon lady pretty quick. So if there's any Avon ladies out there with a canal boat, get in touch with me. But no, I'm going to have a go at that. And some
there's
suggestions.
so many suggestions, isn't there?
Thank you.
Of remedies and fixes. We don't want a remedy, really, do you? You want the cause to be eliminated.
Yeah. I believe terrapins probably eat them.
Yeah. I like one suggestion was that I wore a blonde wig, so they go for me instead of Fran. Well, that's about it, I think.
I think so.
Not too much going on because of the to and froing to the house. So hopefully next time will be a bit more exciting.
And we'll be making our way towards Oxford.
We will be making our way towards Oxford. We've got to go from here to the Birmingham and Worcester Canal, up north a bit to Kingsbury Junction, I think it's Kingsbury Junction, and then head down Grand Union and then the Oxford Canal towards Oxford. So we've got to be there sort of 20th, 19th, 20th of May.
Yeah, for my cousin's wedding.
So it's pushing it, absolutely pushing it, but I think within a week, 10 days, we'll be ready to be on board forever, all being well.
Yes.
So keep liking, keep subscribing, and thanks for all your comments. Keep the comments coming. We love them, make us laugh, don't they? And it's such a nice
get really
feeling.
excited about
It's such a nice feeling, isn't it, to read your comments. So yeah, thanks very much, and see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.